This is Stock Vision PowerScan. First of all, we have a forum where valuable information is shared throughout the day. We have the Stocks tab. This is where you get your graph view of each stock, as well as each formula available. You would double click on a filter, and this filter would calculate its results. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and pull up a graph view of a stock. Okay, first of all, in the top left corner, you have your time interval, your candlesticks. So right now, we're looking at 2-minute candlesticks. And you could zoom in to get look at different time periods and lengths of the graph. You could change your candlesticks, so let's change it to daily. Right now, each candlestick represents 1 day on the graph. We also have color schemes available, so you can pick whatever color scheme goes best with your eyes. On the left is your available components. If you were to double click Keltner bands, they'll pop up on the screen. I do have videos for each individual component on YouTube and to learn about these components and how you can use them as a form of technical analysis to try to benefit yourself. So what I want to show you about MCP, and the whole point of creating a filter, is to find stocks like MCP. Now, I have a filter called Devon Spike 2.0. It's designed to find stocks that are spiking up, especially in the early AM, usually related to some sort of news or some sort of insider investment information. There's a lot of money been going into MCP lately, and it all started on Tuesday morning on March 21st, 2011. This stock came up in my filter, Devon Spike 2.0, about 20 minutes after the open on Tuesday, and it's been spiking up ever since then. Not only did it turn out to be a great intraday trade, but it turned out to be a great swing trade as well. Almost 20% gains here. Isn't that beautiful? So what we're going to do now is run Devon Spike 2.0. Right now there's two stocks coming up in Devon Spike 2.0. And look at this one. This is a classic spiker right here. It's been ramping up for 4 days straight. Constant intraday gains for 4 days straight. So this stock has essentially been sitting in my filter, just ramping up for 4 days. And that's the whole idea of this software, is to develop a formula or a winning formula that you think works, and then to try to ride it. And basically this spike theory is the winning strategy I'm working on. I have videos on YouTube about spike theory if you're not yet aware of it. But the whole idea, and what I recommend, is that you create your own theory. The theory behind spike theory is that when a stock spikes, the odds that it continues to spike increase, especially in an up market. I personally believe that the stock market is going up over the time that we will all exist. So theories like spike theory are going to be very valuable over time. Now let's look at the filter manager. Okay, this is where all the magic begins in creating a filter. As you can see, my spike theory has formulas for Devon Spike 2.0. On the right, there's available formulas. So if we were to double click on MACD, MACD would come up on our formula, and we could use our position and our standard deviation settings to try to find the right formula for us. That's a little bit more complicated, and we'll talk about that more in the future. But for now, what we're going to do tonight is a little fun exercise. We're going to create a formula from scratch. So let's go ahead and click our new filter button. And I basically decided, you remember when we were looking at Moby about 10 minutes ago? We were looking at that stock Moby. We were looking at how it spiked up with momentum and the news came out. I want to write a filter that can find news spikers, or hypothetically find news spikers, okay? So stocks that are spiking up, related to some news. So this is how this works. I've got my filter, my news spikers filter. You want to start with a formula. So let's think about this logically. If a stock released a financial report, then what's the stock going to do? If it's a great financial report, it exceeded expectations, everyone's happy, then the stock's going to go up, right? So first thing I'm going to do is I want the stock to have gained at least 2% from its open. So we click gain at least 2%. For my time interval, I want to do daily candlesticks. I want to look at the current day and end at the current day. So I just want the stock to have gone up 2% today. That's all I'm asking for, is 2% today, right? So we need that. We definitely need that. Another thing is, if the stock just released some financial report just now, then it's going to be spiking up right now. So I'm going to click gain loss from the close. And what I'm going to do, instead of interval, instead of daily, I'm going to click 1 minute. Okay? So I want my candlesticks to be 1 minute in my formula. I want to start at the bar 4 bars ago and end at the current bar. That basically means I want to look back the last 5 minutes, and I want to see this only stocks that have gained at least 1/4% because they're spiking up in the last 5 minutes. Does that make sense? So I've got my trend formulas in here. Now, if we want a stock that's gaining in positive momentum, there's one other formula we need. Do you remember what it is? Volume. So we want volume change. We want the stock's volume to have increased. So I'm going to go ahead and do the stock must gain at least 2 times the normal volume for that day. Okay. So this is a basic idea. A new spiker's formula would be a little bit more complicated than this, but this is a basic idea of how you create a formula that theoretically could possibly find stocks that are spiking up related to news. Now let's go to stocks. Let's run our new spikers filter. We're going to double click on it. So right now it's thinking about it, searching for stocks that match this filter. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. We got 6 stocks coming up. And as you can see, they all have been going up as of late. So that's the basic idea, is that you create a theory, or you're looking for something that you can't otherwise find. You basically write a filter for whatever winning strategy you have, and you use it. The best thing I can recommend any of you is to create your own winning strategy and use it for yourself. All winning strategies are limited. There's only a certain amount of people that can get in on a winning strategy before eventually will fail. So, that being said, not every winning strategy is for everyone. It's best to try as many as you can. The more that you can learn about technical analysis, the better. The more that you can learn about the other people's filters and sharing. There's many different filters here in sharing. There's infinite combinations of filters that you can create. There's videos and resources available for you to learn how to create filters, how to read chart views, and basically how to use technical analysis to better yourself moving into the future. Moving into a future where technical analysis grows with time, and the more time that goes on, the greater it gets. So thank you for watching. If you haven't yet tried a free trial of StockVision PowerScan, please do so at garsworld.com. Thank you.